Hi, I'm Muscato. America, we are in a bad place. We were in a bad place before Charlottesville. We are terribly divided. We are so lacking in cooperation. The haters, the misdirected, the misinformed, the disenfranchised, so many of whom protest, they form the locus of the problem. And circulating around that locus are too many people on both sides of the sweep of the political and social and cultural landscape who exploit differences. Our president, that guy at the top, he needs to step up his game and not contribute to the discord. Fundamental to how he does this is to choose his words more carefully. Other people in politics and in government at other levels say things which hurt and incite unhealthy disruption. The media has a lot for which to answer, it really does. For in its chase of ratings, eyeballs, ears, and mouse clicks, it has so much and so effectively played the agitator. Yet still, while recognizing the problem and the threat, we fully understand and fully believe that if we marshal the better angels of our nature, if we play team, if we listen to one another, if we talk to one another, if we respect one another, if we hold the door open for one another, if we embrace our national motto, e pluribus unum, which means out of many one, then we lay low the bad, we crush the malevolent, and we emerge stronger, we emerge better. We need the better angels. We need the kind of voices. An example of a better angel and of a kind of voice is Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore. Many people know of Lieutenant Colonel Moore as he was portrayed by Mel Gibson in the movie We Were Soldiers, which is based on the book written by Joe Galloway. The movie and the book tell the story, the oh-so-true story, of the 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry Regiment in the Battle of Ira Drang in Vietnam. Lieutenant Colonel Moore led the 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry in that hellish 3-day engagement in November 1965. Before he left with his men from Fort Benning, Georgia, to go overseas, to head to war, Lieutenant Colonel Moore addressed the men. He addressed those men under his command, with his men standing at attention in front of him, with the best and the bravest of our republic standing in front of him, with a rich and diverse tapestry of color and ethnic lineage and religious belief standing in front of him. Lieutenant Colonel Moore delivered a speech, also something of a sermon that America right now needs to hear. Here are the first 115 words of Lieutenant Colonel Moore's speech, his sermon, and I quote here, "In the 7th Cavalry, we've got a captain from the Ukraine, another from Puerto Rico. We've got Japanese, Chinese, blacks, Hispanics, Cherokee, Indians, Jews, and Gentiles, all Americans. Now, here in the States, some of you in this unit may have experienced discrimination because of race or creed, but for you and me now, all of that is gone. We're moving into the valley of the shadow of death, where you will watch the back of the man next to you as he will watch yours, and you won't care what color he is or by what name he calls God. They say we're leaving home. We're going to what home was always supposed to be." End quote. Please stay with me here. Please, let's return to those two sentences, the last two sentences. I quote Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore again. Quote, 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 quote. "They say we're leaving home. We're going to what home was always supposed to be." End quote. Those are words that convey truths and sentiments and wisdom that America needs. Oh sure, and thankfully we have the kind and reflective, responsible and caring souls on both the left and the right, and in the middle, who are speaking these words. They are sounding the clarion of love of nation and of noble and caring citizens, but too much of the vitriol silences these words. Too much of the movement and actions of mobs dilutes and enervates the march of goodness. We cannot let people intent on screaming hate and breaking things and making a mess continue to draft the narrative of our people. We take it back as we can. We take it back by doing the hard work and employing the critical thinking and sometimes swallowing our pride so that we can constructively talk about history together, so that we can constructively deal with history together. And this history includes, yes, monuments and statues. It includes all the good and the bad of the US of A. Because remember, and this is all real and all truth, the United States of America is the best and greatest nation on earth. The best and greatest nation, even as we are also beset by sin and mistakes and injustice. And we continue together, we chase destiny together. Yes, our destiny, the right destiny, a destiny that brings us to a place, a republic, which is what home was always supposed to be. Thank you for watching.